Alright, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to talk about my experiences with MULAB Pro for the last 2 years. It's been about 2 years since I started using MULAB Pro, and since then I've been using it most weeks. I don't want to say every day because I've had gaps. You know, if I've been traveling, it's hard to bring nootropics with you when you travel. Different countries have different rules, but I've been using it for the vast majority of the last 2 years alongside a few other nootropics as well, and I want to share my experiences. It might not be what you expect. Okay, so if you're considering getting MULAB Pro and investing in it, using it day after day, week after week, and you're curious about the long-term effects, this is an interesting video for you. So MULAB Pro, like I said in the first video, and the first kind of couple of videos I started making about it, is a really effective nootropic. Okay, it's natural, it contains pretty much all natural ingredients, really good dosages, really strong, very, very, very low chance of any kind of negative side effects. If not, I would say no chance. It's a very interesting nootropic, very, very interesting. It's had a big impact on my productivity and how I've been able to do things for the last few years. It's not for everyone, and I'm going to explain what I mean by that in a minute. But if you are interested in it, you should be able to get it at a really good price if you click the link in the description, and you'll be able to read more about the ingredients, how it works, watch some video reviews and that kind of thing as well, if you click the link in the description. So before I share my experiences, I just want to make it very clear a couple of things that I've been doing as well. So I've been kind of improving other things as well, forming new habits. It's not just been MULAB Pro for the last 2 years. I have been doing other things. I've been trying to improve my sleep. I've been exercising more. I've been, doing all kinds of biohacks as well. So it's probably like a combination effect. It's not just like I took MULAB Pro for 2 years and now I'm freaking unbelievable, productive, focused, whatever. It's probably a combination of all of the things I've been doing. That being said, MULAB Pro has been my kind of go-to nootropic for the last couple of years. So my experiences have been pretty good. Okay, I've been more focused. I've seen a steady increase in my productivity, focus, creativity, and just my ability to get things done. Be productive, show up, do the work that needs to be done, and focus on what I want to focus on without being distracted by everything. So an effect that I noticed when I used to drink a lot of coffee is that I would get focused, but I would also be very easily distracted. It would be easy to distract me with like a YouTube video, and then I'd go down a rabbit hole and I'd be surfing and, exploring these YouTube videos much faster and more effectively, but I was still procrastinating. It basically helped me to procrastinate more effectively. Whereas MULAB Pro, I feel, has been, like I said, maybe it's a combination of this and other things as well. It's not just MULAB Pro, but it's been able to help me focus on exactly what I need to do, and in my opinion, I've had less distractions. However, there are some reasons why you might not want to take it. If you're a beginner and you've never taken a nootropic before in your life, yes, this is technically the best starting place because you get ingredients that are natural. They're, really good dosages, very little chance of side effects. It works. But really, it's just a question of budget. Okay, for your budget, you can get much more effective results for a much lower price if you just care about general focus. Okay, so an example of that is you can go onto Amazon right now and you can get, I think it's called Smart Energy, right? Caffeine mixed with L-THEANINE. And this gives you a huge boost in productivity. If you've never taken anything like this before, you will focus more for longer. You'll be able to, really, really get things done and be more productive. The L-THEANINE helps you to focus more for longer compared to if you just took the caffeine. And this thing costs like $5 or $10, right? For 30 or 60 capsules. It's really, really cheap, really effective. If you've never taken nootropics, I would advise either getting that or just have your normal coffee and then add an L-THEANINE capsule as well. And it really does amplify the effect of the caffeine and it lasts for longer, right? However, if you have money to burn, if you have spare cash and you want the best results, get MULAB Pro. Because not only do you get natural effects, right? You get increased blood flow to the brain, more creativity, your memory is better, your ability to understand concepts and articulate them is better compared to just caffeine and L-THEANINE, where it's just literally like, it's a pretty basic brain fuel, I guess you could say, but it's nothing compared to MULAB Pro. And I've really found this to be the case very consistently over the last 2 years. I've experimented, I've taken a few days off. I've taken a few days where I just drink coffee, where I just take the L-THEANINE and caffeine, where I just take MULAB Pro. And I found that across the board, On the days when I take MindLab Pro, I'm much more productive than any other day, including the days when I just take caffeine and L-theanine. However, there is one more category, which is the days when I take MindLab Pro and caffeine and L-theanine. That for me has been the ultimate experience of productivity and focus for me has been those days. So if you have spare money and you don't care about the cost too much, get MindLab Pro and also take a coffee or a caffeine and L-theanine capsule on the side of MindLab Pro. That being said, you should also use a multivitamin. That kind of goes without saying. Any supplement you should be taking, you should only take it if you're also taking a multivitamin and your diet and health is good in general. But over the last 2 years, it's been a wild ride, and MindLab Pro has let me do some pretty incredible things. It's increased my focus, my productivity, how creative I can be, and a whole bunch of other things as well. So check the link in the description if you do want to get MindLab Pro, and I'll see you next time.